Good morning, this is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is Thursday, January 21st. This is almost the end of the week, and let's see what's going on. I want to give you an update on crypto. Here you can see Bitcoin is down 7-8% in the last 24 hours. Ether is down. So, for those who are following my trades, be careful. This is why Ride blockchain is moving down right now. And you can take a look over here. If you hit Riot, it is now down to $19. There's a reason why I don't like owning stock anymore. I use options. I still lose money, but I can roll forward. I can do other things. And don't forget, I think I made over 1,700 on Riot so far in the last probably 6 weeks. So you can always just end the option contract and then subtract the losses. Or what I like to do is at some point, if Bitcoin does not keep on going down, right? If it hovers around 30,000, the shares will eventually not drop anymore and it'll find a plateau and it mirrors the crypto. So I use options for this high risk one because I knew at some point, um, Riot can't just go up forever. Now, here's the thing. It's possible this will go back down to 20, or it's possible this thing will go up to 40. This is so volatile that it's really hard to predict. And this is the reason why I don't like trying to figure out which direction is going. Let's just hit refresh one last time. The market is opening up. This will be the third day up in a row. And today is not as much as yesterday. Yesterday you saw was a 1% move in most of the indexes. Let's see what we need to do today. Okay, for the next trade, I'm thinking about putting on an Iron Condor on KSU, Kansas City Southern. The only reason is for the earnings release for tomorrow. If you go to this website, I looked at Kansas City. Here's the expectation, whispered numbers. Release is tomorrow morning. What I'm trying to do is play the earnings because when it doesn't, the stock will move up or down regardless. And what I'm trying to do is make money on the IV crush, which means IV is high right now. As soon as earning comes out, whether the news is good or bad or neutral, after that, the expected stock moves will become less, right? The stock is less volatile after earnings. And what I'm going to do is not do a short dated one. I'm going to pick something that's a little bit farther out, 20 days or so. A quick look here. Kansas City KSU is about, I think it's down today. So let me see. Let's see what it's showing here. So you can use different things to help you. I don't do technicals or anything. So it's 212 today. So I don't know where it's going to end, but remember it's coming out tomorrow. This is telling you where the support and resistance is. So instead of doing a really tight one, what I'm going to do is use these numbers further out, like a 209 and a 221, and then use that as a starting guide, okay? I load up KSU in my Power E trade. And the first thing I'm going to do is make sure the date is correct. It's 22 days. Earnings is coming out right here. So I'm not going to play it here. I'm going to give myself some time in case you're wrong still. If the stock moves 10% or 20%, you don't want to mess yourself up. So what I'm trying to do is just play the earnings. And I'm not going to pick the side. To be safe, I may do something like this. I'll go with something a little bit safer. You see the odds here at 195. So you're saying 195, it's a 16 delta, 17 delta, 19% chance of happening. On the upside, we can pick something maybe around here, a 26 delta, or if you want to go a little bit further out, you could. I'll probably skew it to a 225, 25 delta, 23% chance of happening. So if you build it out, you see what it looks like here. On the downside, I have about a $20 move. If I do the math right, a little bit under 20. And on the upside, if it moves $13, right, then you're being tested. So because of this, I'm doing a short-term play. I may do free contracts. Now, I don't follow this one, but I still think it may be worth the risk. I may try it. And let's do something like, I don't know, let's even bump it up a little bit more. So my go is you play the earnings. If the stock moves, because the big move today, it may move another $4 or $5 tomorrow. But after that, stocks will generally flatten out after earnings, and then you can either sell it or you wait 10, 20 days, whatever it may be. In this one, because it's shorter, I may only wait a few days to do this trade. Okay, and if you see the transaction log, it went in. I placed it at $1.30. I got $1.30 free. Is what I got for it. And I edited here. So you see the risk is a 17-point downwards or $15 upward move. The width of my total iron condor is a $32.50 move. I got $1.30 free. This one I may close at even $60 or $70. If it cost me $60 or $70 to close, I made a decent amount of money. Because it's a 23 days, you see I'm just playing the earnings. I'm not playing it for 1 day or 2 days. I gave myself a little bit of time in case things move against me. Now, the ideal situation is earnings come, it moves $3-4, and then after that, the stock is pretty flat. Then each day that passes, you make money on the time decay, and it makes it easier for you to get out. So that's really what I'm playing it for. And then I'm going to be playing some other popular earnings one by going. Now, this one's a little bit higher risk. I did go with a 26 delta, and I think this one was a 16 delta. But I may play some more conservative ones to go further out. And if I go further out, I can do more contracts. Okay, I'm going to copy these out. Paste it into here. And then next, let's copy everything from yesterday. Here you go, copy that. Paste into here. And I don't see any of those fake things, so I don't have to delete those. So let me just massage the data. And I'm going to pause it and do some editing so that I can speed this part up. Okay, with the magic of editing, I finished doing what I needed to do. I wanted to show you something real quick. This trade is starting to turn against me. And as you can see, I had a $25 strike price on this put. It is trading at like 19 today. So I need to roll it out. I did that yesterday. I may have to follow it. So this is turning against me. And I showed you the other day, I did make $1,700 on Ride in the last 6 weeks. For Microsoft, I wanted to just explain this real quick. I closed this position, and it looks like it's weird. It almost looked like I did the same thing twice, but I didn't. I closed this position because I made money. I hit my 50% profit margin. And then there is an earnings release still for Microsoft coming up next week, I believe. So what I did was I moved this out a little bit, and I'm trying to do the same thing here. I'm trying to play this concept of the earnings crush, which means it will not test and go here. Now, what I did was I did reduce the risk. I made it only a $5 width. If you can see, my original one was a 190, 185, and a 245, 255. I narrowed this risk by $5, did the same two contract, and I still collected a decent amount of premium. And I'm hoping to, again, to sell this one out if I can hit my 50% margin. Now, a lot of it depends. I'm not saying I know what's going to happen. If Microsoft doesn't, if the earnings were normal and it doesn't, if it only moves $2 or $3 up or down, and then after that it fades, I will hit my 50% margin a lot quicker. So that's what I'm doing. Let me hit the save button. 95 trades so far. We'll go up here. We'll zoom out just a bit so we can see this. And now I'm going to hit refresh. Did I go too far? Okay, hit here, go to the refresh. And there you go, the updated numbers for today. I'm at 95 trades now. Not that we care, but I'm tracking it. Let's go to this one, hit the refresh. That's the number I want. Grab that out, paste it here. So now that is my current average right now, $38. And I expected it to drop. I did not expect me to stay at $50 or $40 all year. if I did, you can imagine what the numbers will look like if I did that many trades, $50 average profit. You can see the math. That means I would have made $75,000, and there's just no way. That's why I tell you, really, the numbers will play out something like this. At the end of the year, it's going to play out something like this. Between these two numbers is probably more realistic. So that's the go. We'll see what happens, right? No one knows what's going to happen. If you have a whole bunch of good trades, it will skew the average higher. If you have a bunch of bad trades or things that are going against you, it's going to skew the number lower. And again, my Riot blockchain is going against me now. There's a couple other ones that are going against me. I have one on QS. My Riot ones are not looking really good right now. So there's some risk. My Rocket ones are okay for right now. I'm doing the wheel strategy on the Rocket. I have a put price of 1950 on Rocket. I've been rolling those out every week, but at some point I may just acquire the shares and then start doing cover calls on those. So hit the like button, subscribe, comment below. Tell me, are you playing any earnings play? Are you doing things like AMD or Nvidia? Or I know the banks are releasing already, but what are you doing? Tell me if you're commenting below. Tell me if you're playing any of the earning plays or trying to capture like this IV crush concept and try to make money on the earnings play. And again, if you go wide, it may work. If you don't go wide enough, it may be a dangerous play. But let me know what you're doing. Invite your friends to follow me. See if I can hit my 1,500 options trade for this year. See if I can be profitable all year round. And let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time and have a profitable day.